A cool thing about the picketing recently that I heard is that the showrunners actually picketed Fox. There's a whole thing where a bunch of showrunners came up and they actually started a WhatsApp group with about over 500 show writers. And they were actually talking about, like, the showrunners were talking about, like, well, what can we do to help out? So they started a little fund. And at first they wanted to, like, whatever we get, we'll match it, they said, the initial people who started off. And then they got two other showrunners that came on. They're apparently veteran showrunners. They would not say who their names were. And they took that thread and sent out to more people. And they started asking for a minimum of a $10,000 like contribute to this fund, $10,000. And contribution was, minor for a showrunner. They make so much money. Well, people started giving even more, and the numbers went up quick. Like the very first day, they went up to like $45,000. And then after that, as the veterans came in, they got up to $200,000. And it's like now they're doubling it. And right now they're saying they have like $533,000 they're going to be giving out to crew members. And they're not going to say directly what they're doing actually is putting into the entertainment fund. And then they're going to distribute it out to people. They've given out like $7.1 million so far, which is nuts to me. Like a lot of money to help people. Over 300 people are getting this, 300 donors for the money, but they're actually giving out to like hundreds of thousands here, like actual entertainment workers that are trying to get money to pay their bills. So the fact that they're actually doing this is pretty cool. And the fact that they actually care, because like showrunners a lot of times don't want to do anything. They actually had a meeting last Friday. They wanted to have a meeting to try to shut it down, and that got stopped because they, and PTP heard that and they're like, let's start negotiating again. And we don't want the showrunners involved with this. So it was cool they had this whole thing. I'm talking about it's a lot of money, and actually the entertainment fund is like helping a lot of people. So for me, it's great. And it all started because one of the actual strike captains talked to the showrunners at a different strike, and they said, hey, why don't you come to this strike, which happened yesterday, and try to help people out? And they actually brought gift cards. They were giving out $150 gift cards to crew members too. What? Yeah, they brought gift cards. 45,000 people, 45,000 people they've gotten money for people on that day, and then they made gift cards and they gave them out. Like it was a Target and it was a bunch of different ones, like Target. That's and then grocery gift cards. Yeah, so it was really cool. They're doing that. 115 people actually got them. And then they had more left over, and that captain is actually going to mail them out to people because they want people to get this money to help pay their groceries. And they said Target, I think Walmart, so that they can get groceries as well. And, things you need for your house right now during the strike. So, when it comes to people that actually care and can give back, because as opposed to like trying to put more money in their pockets, that's pretty cool. These showrunners are actually caring and doing something for their people. It goes a long way. Hey, what's up, Chris? But Spring, what do you think about this? Are you surprised that these showrunners came forward and started doing this? Or do you think this is like a logical step for people that are, billionaires, or at least millionaires right now in the entertainment industry?
Billionaires. No, I think it's really nice that they're doing it. I think it's a much needed. It's really hard. Like people have been. It's been months at this point, like months and months, and like how many people have enough money where they can sustain themselves for this period of time, like without any help. So I think it's great. And I think it's much needed. I also would like for Dick Tracy.
They should make a sitcom about the strike at this point.
Made, and I also want it to be named. Thank you, David Banner. Yeah, that's happening. It's happening.
Scabs, the series.
I love it. I love it so much.
That'd be good. Yeah, I mean, it's great that they're actually doing this, though. And, the thing is, right now, I've talked to a bunch of people that have been on the picket line talking about this, too, and they're trying to get creative and still do something while they're off, too. People are either trying to work on their craft, they're trying to actually write stuff on their own, they're trying to figure out what steps they can do so once we get back to work, people can just start jamming again, start working again. So it's exciting times. Mike, are you surprised these showrunners did this?
Showrunners can't make money in a vacuum. They know they need all these people to not pack up and move back to the Midwest and live in their mom's basement. Like they can't continue to make money like that. So like on the one hand, it's great. It's great. It's a collaborative art form. It's a collaborative industry. It's great to see that acknowledgement and to for the people where the capital kind of concentrates to spread that around willfully. That said, I don't know how much how much bowing and scraping we have to do, because I think it's really just the right thing to do. So good on them. I think that any halfway decent person would do the same.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're Bill Maher. Anyway,
shots fired.
I'm not trying to go there. I'm not going there tonight. But you know, I mean,
woke mind virus.
Didn't you? Yeah, the woke mind virus. Didn't you learn your lesson, Brian? After you went after Bill Maher last time? Oh man,
got attacked.
Those
Sean, what do you think about this?
Spicy. Yeah,
they were very spicy. We saw them.
I completely agree with Mike. Like, I think it's, you know, they know what size butters their bread, and they kind of understand that, you know, even if it's not directly impacts them, it you know, kind of it affects them in some way, and it's going to continue doing that until something is reached. And obviously, these people also want to get back to work and get back to doing what they love to doing. And why the hell wouldn't they want to support this? So it's fantastic. I'm glad. These are just little small hints of you know, the greater good persevering and you know, coming together to support the little guys. And you know, you just hope the big guys kind of find their heart a little bit and have a little Grinch moment, and you know, come back to the table and do it the right way. So yeah.
Yeah, it's true. There have been a few movies that have been crowdfunded. That's true. That's true, David.
Zach Braff from Scabs. He had a movie.
Yep. From Scabs. Medical drama, Scabs. You know, to help people out.
But you can't, like, even in that case though, you still can't make anything, like, because there's no actors can work, and no, you know, there's so many things that are against anything being, you know, going right now. So crowdfunding. Oh.
What's up?
Nice hat. We got a comment from Mike. Nice hat, Bubs.
Yeah. But like Goldie said too in the chat, we got to just get an end to this. Make a deal. Today they actually sat down and started negotiating again, the AMPTP and the WGA.
Literally nothing. There's like,
I mean, and WGA said straight out, they said, hey, if you don't hear anything today, it's fine. We're sitting down with them. As things develop, we will tell you. We'll be open and vocal about it, as they have been this whole process.
Whisper falls over the crowd.
Well, yeah, but we're not going to know anything until they have it. But then that might take a deal. If they're actually willing to negotiate and go back and forth, that could take at least a week. And then signing a deal or putting onto the membership to actually vote on it, that takes time. Then they have to negotiate with SAG-AFTRA, and then it might take a week or two, figure it out, send it out to vote. So, I mean, it's going to be time until everyone gets back to work. So that's just where we're at right now. I hope that this is good news and they're actually going to get a deal right now and actually go back and forth and figure it out, because showrunners, you know, are helping, actors are helping, everyone's trying to help the crew so they can survive during this time. Only person that's fighting what?
No, go ahead.
No,
please. I ruined your segue, and I feel horrible about it. I know how hard you work on these segues.
He really does.
Recognize that, like, you need to get this verbal cue in there. No, the only thing I was really going to ask is, you know, like, how far are we into this? How much longer do you really expect this to continue? You know, like, I mean, we're staring down the end of the year at this point. You know,
it's true.
I'm starting to plan out my own, you know, next summer at this point, and it's you know, I want to know what movies I want to see when I'm on the road. You know, because God knows I can't watch The Rain Man anymore. So
you like it's on the been done that.
Yeah.
Devil's Advocate.
Well, Sean.
How about that one?
Well, Sean, the thing is, like, if they don't, I actually read an article today being like, if they don't get a deal by October 1st, like, it's going to be bad for studios, because for the content, the fall content, if they try to start airing stuff and they don't have stuff shooting, they can't really get the content out in time, and they have long breaks, and then people get mad and it messes their whole schedule up. So they hope to get something by October 1st, but it just seems unrealistic to me right now. It just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. It just doesn't.
It's like, it's great that they're having talks. Obviously, any glimmer of hope at this point is the right moving in the right direction. But it's then, you can kind of think of, like, then starting back up, then getting, like, new agreements in place, new contract negotiations, like, specifically, like, it's you know, we're looking at least another 2 months, I would assume, just in terms of trying to get back to where we were at before the strike. You know, so it's tough to kind of hear it and admit it and come to terms with it, but you know,
it is. But even what Ryan says down here too is like, maybe they'll try to starve actors up, but the hope is that if they're willing to finally work with WGA, that means it's gotten to the point where they're ready to make deals across the board to get back to work, and those take care of actors too, because at the end of the day, like, they can't be shut down for a year. You know, it's already pushing 6 months. It's like they can't do that. They have to figure it out.